Hey there, Scott here. I want to talk about the problem behind the problem, right? Most products and services talk about the problem that we solve, but there is sort of a hidden problem, right? And that's how it affects people internally, psychologically, emotionally. This is how you get people to behave in marketing, right? That's why we study psychology so much. That's why we study neuroscience so much, is because we are trying to be masters of why people do things. Why do people behave? And the reason that people behave is because they're trying to eliminate some sort of pain. And it's usually sort of an internal pain. It's usually sort of a psychological stress or frustration or things like that. That's what you want your marketing to really be about. You want your marketing to show people, if there's a hero and they're having a hard time right now, they're basically, up against a wall, that kind of thing, then they're in pain because of that. And you want to show why your product or service gets them out, gets them out. That's what people, and then you want to talk about it clearly like that, because that's what the human brain is paying attention to. That's what I mean when I say we need to spend time on the message. You can't just slop it together or have, good God, have Chat GPT slop it together and think that that is your marketing message. And now we've got something that sounds like marketing language and yada, 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 and it's all sing-songy and all that kind of crap. None of that stuff works. You need to sit down and work on this stuff. It doesn't happen without work. It doesn't happen without agreements and discussions and decision points and all of these things that are super, super important to the brand. So do it the right way. Hire a professional or do it yourself, but do it the right way and make sure you figure out the problem that you're trying to solve. And don't forget that the problem that you're solving is actually sort of a hidden, deeper problem than the problem that your marketing is probably talking about that you solve. You do it that way, you're going to have a line of customers out the door. I'm Scott Robertson, Robertson Communications. May the best brand win.